Right, boys and girls, I've been doing a little bit more prepping in the engine bay. As you can see, I've took all the nuts and bolts out. I've been doing a little bit of getting the bad paintwork, rubbing it down, and generally tidying it up. There's still quite a considerable amount of work to do in there. I want to get it right. The hardest part's getting the old seam sealer off, because it seems to be quite hard to get it removed. So I've got a few more grommets to still pull out, and I've been sanding around, getting all the bits and pieces and all the loose stuff, the stuff that's not so good, and all the scraped. There was a little bit more paint off in the gearbox, in the clutch and brake master cylinder, you know, with fluid leaking out at some point. So I've had a bit of time getting that off. I've got still got quite a bit of sanding to do in there. But it's all going to get rubbed down, and it'll all be prepped well, and then it'll all be rust proofed and everything before I start priming it up. I've cleaned up the front cross member. Again, that's all got to be finished off. It'll all get power washed off when I finish sanding and everything. That's going to get painted black. So yeah, I've got all the wiring loom. It's all bagged up. Everything's marked up and it's all bagged up. It's all just laying around on the side of the car at the moment, but everything's organised and all labelled and tagged, and some of it comes up around the door frame. I've got all the various sections of the wiring loom. They're all tagged up, marked up and bagged up, so that they don't get so the labels don't get destroyed, you know, when I'm washing and things. So yeah, as I said, I haven't found any corrosion on this car at all. What I thought was corrosion turned out to be just this horrible stuff that they put on at the factory, and if you try and get it off, it spreads all over. It's horrible stuff, and that was just discolouring the paintwork. So what I thought was rust wasn't. I haven't actually found any corrosion on this vehicle whatsoever. Underneath it, around the engine bay, anywhere in particular. All the nuts and bolts, everything has come off and are all being able to be reused again, so I'm quite pleased. There isn't actually any rot, no welding, no corrosion at all. So I'm going to leave that undisturbed, that section of the accelerator, simply because I can't get access to the bolts that's behind it holding it in place. So again, that'll be cleaned and bagged off and ready to paint. The front cross member is going to get done with chassis black. So that's where we are at the moment. My selector rods still haven't arrived. I'm expecting them any time now, and then I can get the rest of the gearbox put together, and then I can start maybe doing a little bit on the engine, starting it and testing it, etc, etc. So there's where we are. The engine bay's still got quite a bit more work to do, getting rid of some of this old paintwork, and it will all be nice and presentable when I put the primer on it. So thanks for your interest, and I hope you are finding these things interesting, because I'm enjoying making them. So there you go. Thank you.